Hey guys, Skibby here. So as you can see, Ember is here. Just going to go through the video of the release and all the operator info, stop and start, and just give you my opinion on them and what's going down. So let's get straight into it, eh?
Operation Ember Rise is bringing that super hot fire to Rainbow Six Siege with 2 new operators and a newly reworked map. The defender bringing the heat is Goyo, who can use his Vulcan shields to create strategic cover points, deny entry to the attacking team, and serve up the occasional operator flambe. The attacker rising to the challenge is Amaru. Her Gara hook can quickly zip her up to rooftops, exterior windows, open hatches, and skylights. We've got the details you need to know about the new operators, as well as a tour of the newly reworked canal map.
So first of all, they look fun. They don't look strategic or tactical in any way. Maybe the defender does. He seems substantial in my eyes with the Vector as well paired up. But most thing you can notice is, again, they're reworked weapons. They're recycled. They're IQ's LMG and Habana's shotgun. And then we've got Mira's Vector and I can't remember his shotgun. But they're recycled weapons and they've picked up the shit ones. The Vector's good. The shotguns are okay. But they've just picked up recycled weapons, and I understand why, because they need space for 100 operators. They can't just keep pushing weapons into the game. But it doesn't look enticing to me to give me IQ's weapon, LMG, and Supernova shotgun. It does not look enticing. It doesn't even look fun to face that, as you will all be looking at that going, okay, you're going to have a Ying throw shit into the objective, you're going to have Ash charges, you're going to have flashbangs, and next thing Amara is going to be in here with a Supernova shoved straight up your ass. So I'm looking forward to seeing her, but right now it does not entice me at all. It entices me as much as Nook does. So recycled weapons to me are not the way to go. Not at all.
First up is Goyo. This operator from Mexico's FES unit is a savvy tactician who can rapidly deploy his Vulcan shields to stymie incoming attackers.
Now I like that. That looks cool. Chuck it on a breached wall, you know the thermite's going to blow. Instant fire all over it. They can't just breach and run in. It's holding them back. So that's nice. I like the idea of this guy, because he's tactical. He's going to make you stop. I like it a lot. I like that idea. There's a lot of implications for it. It's tactical. It's like Siege used to be, you know. Oh, they've got that. We've got to watch out for this. Not, we've got a grappling hook operator who's going to be shoved up our ass in 10 seconds, killing everyone if we're not careful.
The Vulcan shield shares all the attributes of a deployable shield, including the new look and the new snap to doorways feature. But the Vulcan shield has a surprise. Anytime Goyo, his teammates, or even the attacking team sets off the incendiary core attached to the back of a Vulcan shield, there's a small explosion, followed by a prolonged "oh my god, it's all on fire" effect that you definitely don't want to try running through. The explosion can be triggered by damaging the core directly or destroying the shield entirely, so Goyo doesn't necessarily have to stick around and be the one to set it off. In fact, this medium speed, medium armor operator can be quite deadly while either roaming with his Vector 45 ACP or hunkering down with the TCSG-12.
I like that he's 2-speed. I like that he's got the Vector, but he's also got the choice of the shotgun with the ACOG. I like that because he's nimble. He's looking like a very interesting operator. He can do anything. He can roam with the Vector. He can, you know, sit on site with the shotgun, wait for them to come. They've got a pinch point. You've got the shield there. Boom, that's 15 seconds wasted. It's essentially a smoke canister if you use it effectively. Then again, if you just put it up and annoy people with it, it's fun. So he's looking really good.
Shotgun. If things go bad, his shields are still a threat even after he's been killed, especially when paired with a Kapkan trap. But the threat goes both ways. While Thatcher's EMP grenades and Twitch's drone can't disable the incendiary core, and IQ can't detect it, the Vulcan shield is still a deployable shield at heart, meaning it can be destroyed, and the explosion triggered by a frag grenade. Or Ash's breaching round. You could also use Zophia's impact grenade, or Sledge's hammer. This is fine.
Don't use Sledge's hammer. That's retarded.
On top of that, anyone with a clear line of sight to the incendiary core can set it off.
I like that Nomad is a counter to this. I like it a lot. I love that you can air jab them into it and blow it up. That is very nice.
Meaning a poorly placed Vulcan shield can work against the defending team. The goal with Goyo is to leverage the power of the Vulcan shield and deny entry to enemies at critical moments, or simply buy your team some time early on. When the attackers are pushing, or when the round is coming to an end, trigger your Vulcan shields to keep them away from the objective.
I like that he's holding diffuser like that. That is really good. Chuck it on diffuser. That is very, very, very effective. I am liking this operator a lot. This is a very good operator. In my opinion, the recycled weaponry on this guy makes him even, and his gadget makes him OP. So I like that you can utilize this guy in high level, low level ranked matches for effectiveness.
Or cover your flank. A well-timed Vulcan explosion can be the difference between lighting up the scoreboard or going down in flames. While Goyo seeks to impede the movement of his enemies, the Peruvian attacker Amaru can get around the map like no operator before. This is her Gara hook, and it lets her...
The only problem is once you grapple through the window at light speed, you've got a 20-second ADS time with that stupid fucking LMG. So you may as well just go, alright, I got 30 seconds to stand in the building while I just come to the ADS position with this stupid gun.
Zip to any repellable ledge or window to quickly position herself where defenders aren't expecting her to be. And once she's inside the building, the Gara hook lets her travel up through open hatches and skylights.
I like that a lot. There are many sites where your hatches are beneath you, but now you have to reinforce them. So some of them you do just to stop grenades and stuff like that. But now if you leave a hatch open, essentially you're just going to have Amaru come up and aquarium on coastline. She comes up through office, into aquarium. Next thing, she's just sitting by sight. She's got a way to retreat, she's got a way to come back up. It's very nice. Same as Hooker, you'll have to reinforce that hatch now. Well, most people do. I don't, because I don't play on that high level, but it's just interesting to use her in the building with the hook.
That's a first for Rainbow Six Siege, and defenders will have to adjust their strategy accordingly or pay the price. When it comes to choosing your destination...
And you notice she's got two. So if she's going to get on top of the building on this map, there's one left. So it's not like you're going to have straight an objective and then running around. She's going to have one choice, two choices, and it's done. So my original fear of this operator is calm now, but it's more the recycled weaponry on her. I'll probably be using the Supernova because I absolutely detest the GA. But she seems a little bit Call of Duty-y, my liking. I don't understand the tactical side of her. I can see coming up through hatches. Maybe they just wanted to do that and say, hey look, you can come up through a hatch now in Siege, come play. Whereas, you know, I'll have to test her out just to find out. I'm not entirely sold on this operator as much as the defender.
The Gara hook makes it easy, clearly showing what it can or could grapple to. You can't grapple to something that's too far away or too far below your position, but you can use the hook for horizontal traversal, as long as you're entering a window. Once inside a building, you can't target anything but open hatches and skylights. While the hook will instantly break a wooden barricade...
Now, I like the skylight idea. Think cafe. You go down, you plant diffuser in the top bar area, grapple straight back up onto the hatch, you can watch it. That's pretty nice. So there's a good idea for her tactically, how she can be used. Can't think of any other hand, but just going straight out of objective straight away once you've planted diffuser. That's pretty good idea.
On a window, a castle barricade will prevent you from even targeting it. And a closed hatch
I like that
will
make
need
castle
to be
viable
opened
now.
before you can ascend through it. Amaru's Supernova or ITA-12S shotguns will come in handy if defenders leave those hatches unreinforced. This makes Gara Hook entry a bit noisy, so team communication and good droning are all the more valuable. Amaru doesn't pull her gun up until landing from the grapple, so she's completely
I
vulnerable.
also like that Frost completely counters this. So if you've got to rush in every time, just chuck a Frost in. Cap can. It's just bringing back all these other operators, making them viable. I like that idea that, yeah, we're going to bring this stupid operator in, but here's 100 counters, so you can at least have something to do with it.
A Capcan and Frost traps lying in wait. Not to mention any defenders who may have heard her entry coming. Operators who can give her a quick buff, like Finka, or use their gadgets to distract defenders, like Ying or Dokebi, are strong pairings for Amaru. But with medium speed, medium armor, and a G8A1 LMG in her hands, Amaru is a well-rounded and very mobile force to be reckoned with. All this action has been taking place on the newly reworked
So the more I
canal
think
map.
of Amaru, the more I'm interested to use her and see how she's balanced. I am unsure how she'll be used into ranked play. I'm not sure if she's going to be actually placed in there. She's more going to be a casual operator, so let's take Amaru and end up in objective off spawn. Shit like that. It's very interesting that they've given her the weapons they've given her. Maybe they've given her the G8 to slow her down in her run. So if you come in, you can't just run into sight and kill 5 people with an R4 seed-like weapon. You got a G8 and you got a Supernova. So you've either got 1 kill, pump the gun, or you've got to strategically get in there so you can ADS, hold down the angles you need, and then kill. So maybe that's their way of thinking, hey, this operator needs to be balanced so she's not an Ash main.
The map is still split between 2 buildings, but an additional bridge has been added to increase building-to-building movement options. There are fewer windows around objective sites, and the rooftops have been reconfigured to make runouts more risky.
I can see this is going to be just another Hereford base. I don't like it. I hate this map. For ranked, I am not going to give my honest opinion on it yet because I've just seen this and this gives me nothing. But it just looks like it's going to be hell on earth. The rooms look too confined, but also too open.
And additional staircases and color coding throughout both buildings have been added for more rotation options and easier callouts. The reworked canal map will be free for all players when Operation Ember Rise launches. The 2 new operators, Goyo and Amaru, will be immediately available for Year 4 pass holders, and all other players can unlock them 7 days later with Renown or R6 credits.
I do like the color coding, and I will say it is an improvement on the old map, but I'm not going to write it off or talk it up just yet. So all in all, guys, it does look very, very interesting. I'm very curious. The operators look good. Not world beaters, but good. I am not sure where Ubisoft is taking this in a direction. I know they can't just bring hard breaches and counters to old operators every single time, but it just seems since Alibi, Maestro, even Nomad and Cade, they're not really bringing out their top shelf operators. So maybe they are bringing out second ideas for the time being. Then a couple seasons away, they go, bam, here's a sick operator. And it's meta changing. I don't think these guys aren't meta changing. I think our defender will be amazing in every level of the game. But also, I think the recycled weapons are deterring people from the game. Not me as such, it deters me from using new operators, but that was the best thing about getting Habana, getting Jackal, Nomad. You got new weapons and you got to try them out, you got to learn them, and it was just a new, fresh way to play the game. I remember when Gridlock came out, her new weapon was amazing. The new scope on the other weapon was amazing. So recycled weaponry is not really an amazing thing for me in any way, shape or form, but we'll see. I'm excited. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments of these two new operators. Give me an in-depth look, because if I've missed something, I sort of want to null it over in my head, because right now I'm unimpressed but impressed. But cheers for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Cheers.